Now that I have access to all that good, hard, heavy dogwood, let's go ahead and make a dogwood baton and just turn this into a bow drill set. Normally you would not want hardwood like black cherry or even dogwood to make a bow drill set, but you can make it work. You might have some issues with glazing, but if we do have a problem with it, I'll show you how to deal with that. And the fireboard. And this piece is thicker, so we'll go ahead and use this for the fireboard. That's the fireboard. Now we'll work on the spindle. All right. Now I just need to round it up. That's close enough to symmetrical, and my diameter is too wide, so I'll come up about 2 inches and start taking the diameter down just on the end so it'll fit on my fireboard better. And then you always want to use the hardest end for the bearing block end, and with these knots here, this is the end that we'll use. And the fireboard. Looking good. Nothing to do now but try it out. And all of those shavings, let's put the long ones in. Put some of these coarse shavings down in there next. Start poking in some of these shorter batonings. All right, black cherry on black cherry, fatwood bearing block, black cherry shavings and batonings. Now this wood is so hard that it may glaze over. You'll know it's starting to glaze when it stops making smoke, or when you keep getting a bunch of squeaking. And if you take the spindle and the fireboard apart, you look at it, you'll be able to see black, glassy looking surfaces. So the best thing to do is, once you notice it's starting to glaze, bear down as hard as you can, which will sort of wear through it. All right, I don't see any glazing. Let me go ahead and cut my notch. Now since this divot is moving towards the front, I'm going to have to stop that. I don't like to cut my notch at the back, but I'll have to. I don't want it popping out the front. So you can imagine if I take away all that surface area, it has no choice but to either stabilize or start working its way back towards the notch. All right, it went out. Let's try it again. I will cut some of that glazing off of there. I see a little life in it. Let's try it one more time. Let's try it all with new dust, but I'll save this. Bearing block and pointier. There'll be less friction up there. And I want to loosen up on my bowstring a little bit. The tighter that your bowstring, I can't make people understand this. The tighter that your bowstring is, the harder you have to press down to hold everything together to keep it from flying apart. You don't want a very tight bowstring. So I want to tweak this also. I'm just going to make it like a 1/4 inch longer. Right there. And since we're having this much trouble, I am going to go get some punk wood as sort of a guarantee that I do not lose the ember. So hold on. It's every tweak that I know to make. Let's see what happens. I'll use this divot on the back side here. What do you think? 3rd time's the charm. going to want to watch it with all these fails. I'm going to make another divot. I want to try it one more time right here. Let's get it this time. What do you think? Am I wasting my time? I don't think so. Let's go again. Try number 4. It's smoking. Looks like it's ignited. It's ignited. Good. All right. Got to protect it from the wind. Try that. Good. It only took 4 tries. We'll put this up here. Like that. Let's see if we're going to need it. Well, I'm going to use it. I'm not going to play with it anymore. I've got to take a friend to work, so I'm about out of time to try anything else. Alright y'all, do me a favor. Before you leave my channel, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and in that drop down list, select all. And do give the video a like. I appreciate you joining me on this one. We'll catch you on the next one.